Hello there you lovely people and welcome to my review of Pokken Tournament. There have been many Pokemon spin-offs throughout the years, whether it was the pretty fun Mystery Dungeon series or the rather bizarre Pokemon Type and Adventure, which came with its own USB keyboard to teach younger players how to use the QWERTY keyboard, so the Pokemon franchise is pretty innovative when it comes to new spin-off ideas. So here comes Pokken Tournament, a hybrid fighter that mixes, you've guessed it, Nintendo's immensely popular Pokemon franchise and Namco's popular fighter Tekken to make one of the most refreshing fighting games in years, and it's surprising to see that it took 20 years for an idea of an actual Pokemon fighting game to become reality. You're probably wondering how your Pokemon can fight like this, but Namco has actually gone out of their way to offer a really good explanation for this. You take up the role of a typical mute Pokemon trainer who travels to a new area called the Ferrum region, where you can use these new earpieces called the Battle AR, which allows your Pokemon to fight like they do in the anime. 'Cause of reasons. But nevertheless, let's talk about the actual fighting and how it's handled out here. Matches in Pokken Tournament normally start off in a field phase and allows your Pokemon to move freely around the area without being constrained by two dimensions. But if any Pokemon makes a specific hit, the phase will change to dual phase, which then turns the game into your typical 2D fighter like Street Fighter or Tekken. With the game changing phases regularly when specific attacks are hit, the switching phases offer just as much, if not more, tactical option than your other well-established fighter. Your Pokemon has to attack, counter and grab their way to depleting the rival's Pokemon health gauge to 0. Those three actions work in a rock paper scissors like fashion where you grab beats counter, attack beats grab and so on. Like most fighters, it's a must that you watch your opponent's move, as button mashing will probably end up with you losing the match. If you want a bit of help in the match, you can use your support Pokemon. Support Pokemon can be used once the support gauge is full to either give you a health boost, a buff, or attack your opponent. There are quite a few support Pokemon to unlock throughout the game, and it's fun to experiment and find your favourite support team. Like most fighters, each of the playable fighters have their own ultra special powerful move that can do some incredible damage. When the gauge is filled up, you can activate it by pressing L and R, which will activate burst mode, where all attacks are way more powerful, but if you press L and R again, you will unleash your Pokemon's special attack. All of these moves are very visually impressive and really cool to pull off. When it comes to controls, some fighters can be incredibly hard to pull off special moves, but thankfully Pokken is actually really easy to pick up and play. The game has a light and medium attack that are mapped to the X and Y buttons, and Pokemon's special moves can be used by pressing A, and similar to Smash, you can unleash other Pokemon special moves by pressing a direction and A at the same time. It's such a great thing that the game is refreshingly user-friendly to newcomers so they can enjoy themselves. It's nice to see all types of players on a level playing field. Now time to talk about the content the game offers. Now this is where I can happily say that there's a full single player story mode that was sorely lacking in Sony's Street Fighter V. The story mode tells a basic but nevertheless amusing tale of a new Pokemon trainer, you arriving in the Ferrum region to try and win the Ferrum League. Along the way you find many different Pokemon trainers to eventually become the best Pokemon trainer, but there's also a side plot of the mystery Pokemon trainer who has a strange Shadow Mew too. The 6 to 10 hour story mode is pretty enjoyable and a nice little bit of training before you start fighting online. Talking of online, you have two types of matches, ranked matches and for fun matches, which don't affect your rank. Getting into a match is quick and easy. You have a 10-second countdown timer to find an opponent, and if an opponent hasn't been bound for you, then you can train with your Pokemon while you wait. But during all my time with the game, I have found a match within the 10-second countdown, which is something Street Fighter V is still struggling even after the elusive March update. Other modes included are a single player versus mode, local multiplayer, and the My Town mode, where you can edit how your Pokemon trainer looks, the name of your trainer, support Pokemon, etc. So overall, there's a pretty decent amount of content here for your money. Like most Nintendo games these days, Pokken supports amiibo use. The box copy of the game includes an amiibo card of the Shadow Mewtwo character, which unlocks the character to play. But here's the catch, you need to scan the card every time you launch the game, so don't sell the amiibo card just yet. The game is also compatible with all the other amiibo figures and cards too, which unlocks a mystery prize that will either be some in-game money or an item to decorate your character with. It's a shame that amiibos don't unlock anything else, but then again at least it isn't locking anything behind a paywall. Now time to talk about the fighters. Pokken Tournament, like fellow newly released fighter Street Fighter V, only contains 16 characters. But before you start getting the pitchforks out, each and every one of these 16 characters are completely different from each other. And that's with even 2 Pikachus and 2 Mewtwo's on the character roster. Each character feels individual and different. Other Pokemon included are Blaziken, Charizard, Gengar and many others. But my favourite character has to be Lucario, mainly for his awesome Hadouken-like Aurora Ball that does some massive damage if you charge it fully up. Here's hoping Nintendo release some more characters as DLC as the game could do with some more faces. Graphics now, and the game was originally an arcade game and it certainly shows with some iffy textures in the background, but the Pokemon themselves look brilliant and really detailed, and that's the most important thing here. Now time to wrap things up and put a score on the game. Pokken Tournament has literally come out of nowhere to become the most surprising and best fighting game of recent years. This Pokemon fighter should be taken seriously and in my opinion is much more of a full game than Capcom's Street Fighter V. With its fun single player mode and a simple to pick up and play and hard to master combat, the changing phases really do spice up the game, and the flawless online just works brilliantly. I give Pokken Tournament a stunning 9 out of 10. Pokemon First Foray into Fighting is a great one, and here's hoping we get a sequel down the line. Thank you for watching my review, I hope you enjoyed it, bye!